Well, hello there. Be comfortable, fellow mind. Welcome here to Mind so suddenly again. Well, this is a bit of a sudden video because I was in the middle of editing my latest video, and then suddenly this final trailer of ATLA just dropped, and it's just, oh my god. The last video was a bit delayed. It was very delayed. It was supposed to come out like last week. Very delayed. I got sick badly. But anyway, be comfortable. Let's be here now. And without further ado, let's break down and analyze this final teaser trailer before the first season comes out literally in about like 12-13 hours from now. Alright, let's get into it.
Aang, you must master the Avatar state. It can be the
Okay. That's already very interesting. So we already have here Aang and obviously Kyoshi speaking to him about the Avatar state. So far the Avatar state seems to be consistent with the original show, wherein it's a defense mechanism, but it's also a very powerful tool to turn the tides of a battle. It literally calls upon the experience and the skills of past avatars. Very interesting how Kiyoshi is delivering this line. So this is part of what they said they will be incorporating the other avatars, the other past lives, aside from Roku, to guide Aang in his path to being a fully realized avatar. Very nice. Looking forward to whatever else Kyoshi said, because obviously this isn't all that she said to Aang. So, okay, this scene right here is probably when Kyoshi just dropped in the village. You know, that scene that we kept on seeing again and again, where she decimates Zhao's forces. Okay, very nice to see her up close, very nice makeup. And then she's charging up the avatar state here, obviously. Okay, what's very interesting here is that she used the avatar state specifically to make this, what I could understand, is a mixture of both air and fire bending for my interpretation. She's using air to make the fire circle her and draw in the soldiers she just fell, and then burn them alive, obviously. So very interesting technique of bending there, of using both air and fire bending. And then we have Aang. This is probably when he freezes himself. Okay, let's see the parts there. Okay. What is that? Okay, freezing himself. I am not sure where this is. This is not the same as the first scene in the northern pole. The architecture, I don't know. This could either be in Bumi's palace, maybe, or perhaps in an air temple. I am not sure really. We'll have to really wait and see later. Okay, this is when he enters out of the iceberg, when Katara and Sokka finds him. Okay, that one right there was probably when he's coming down, when Katara finally made him calm. And this one is probably during the same event in the Southern Air Temple as well.
Or it can save your life.
Okay, that's definitely when he and Appa tried to go away and stuff. And then he turns into an iceberg.
Everyone is counting on me. Am I supposed to save the world if I don't know what I'm
Okay, very interesting line there. I'm supposed to save the world, and I don't know what. So he's really doubting himself. He's really confused. You know, very interesting. He's not all just jolly. He has this serious tone to him that he has to contend with. So he's obviously at a loss. He does not want, in the original show, he does not even want the responsibility to begin with. So it's really nice how they're incorporating that here with a bit more confusion, with a bit more like, suddenly I'm the avatar. I really don't know what to do. Like, there's all this responsibility. I don't want it, and I don't even know what to do with it. Okay, very nice character detail for Aang.
But imagine what'll happen if you
Okay,
let
now
it
that is an okay. We actually heard that phrase before, but now in this bigger context of the conversation, that's a very nice response from Katara. Something that Katara would actually really say because she is the one who gives hope, who always emphasizes hope in the original story, somewhat comically and comedically sometimes. But yes, she's trying to give Aang hope that okay, even if you don't understand, even if you're quite confused, perhaps it is still better to try and go on this journey of trying to get to understand this responsibility because it's perhaps worse, if we don't even try to understand it, if we don't even try to endure and try to um, tough the responsibility, the difficulties that will come with this responsibility. Imagine if you just if you just give up. So don't give up. So it's really nice, Katara being the moral support here. Very nice. Okay, okay. Wait.
and try.
Okay, we are seeing for the first time here the Northern Water Tribe. Okay, very nice wall. It's quite different from the original show. The original show just had like a very flat wall with the insignia in the middle. But this is an interesting change in the architecture. Very nice actually, because this is more realistic. These parts of the wall right here that I'm hovering my cursor on. These are designed to for defense. This is similar to medieval towers wherein they have these holes and structures so that they can shoot down the holes. So you can see that they're actually like protruding from the wall itself, so they're at an angle, so they can shoot down at possible aggressors. So really nice detail there and change for the architecture. I love it. Okay, and then the Fire Navy, of course, very grand, very regal, very intimidating. Okay, and then we have a wider shot of Omashu. Again, very nice the detail that they have put in, the more realistic architectural design, practical design for warfare and for defense. I love how they didn't make Omashu just one entire like city, because in the original show it's just a bunch of buildings on the entire mountain. Here they have some trees, and there are some parts that are the city, and then some parts are trees and just raw mountain. Very nice. It adds more livability, more of a natural feel to the city. That they haven't really grown the city to encompass the entire thing. I also like how the walls are made. It's not just a wall, just like what they did to the Northern Water Tribe. They also incorporate towers on the wall for defense, so it looks actually like a properly defended and defendable city. And one other thing that's interesting, we saw that the predominant architecture of the city is Chinese or Eastern Asian, but looking up here, we actually see more of an Indian, South Asian architectural style. So it's really interesting how they're incorporating two architectural styles, two cultures into one city right here, one location. Very nice, and that is further elaborated by the what we see King Bumi wear, because obviously his citizens wear Chinese clothes. A lot of them do, but he wears more Indian attire. So, yeah, very interesting detail about the cultural context and style of Omashu. And also an interesting detail. It's just back for a moment. Where is it? We see a lot of maybe refugees down here. Refugees, or maybe perhaps just people coming to the city to sell things or stuff. Yeah, but that's another detail. Okay. Okay, so this is obviously in the Southern Air Temple when he finds out probably that Gyatso is dead and fell by Sozin himself. Really excited to see that fight scene, but yeah. Okay, I really like this scene. You hear Katara scream. Kudos to the actress. That scream had emotion in it. Unlike the 2010 movie that does not exist, of course, where uh, I just I don't even want to remember, to be honest, the horrifying non-dialogue that happened. Anyway, very nice emotion there displayed, and I'm looking at this in more detail. Looking at Aang here, he is showing more emotion in his face. He's really angry, and the pose he's in really shows more of a uncontrollable, um, raw power kind of thing happening here. Unlike in the original show, he just does that odd stance where he's a bit crouched. I suppose he was also a bit angry in his face there, but yeah, I think this is a little bit of an improvement on that. Okay. Okay, I just noticed that. Okay, because I actually watched this a few hours ago, but I just noticed that Katara and Sokka are actually like being blown away and fumbling around. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, I saw some creators, some other YouTubers say that that was one scene. This scene right here, Zuko and Iroh saying, "What is that?" And then Sokka, Sokka also looking at something. I don't think this is one scene. I think the earlier one with Zuko asking, "What is that?" I think that is the one that's towards the end, where the koi fish spirit creature merges with Aang to finally defeat the entire navy. But this one with Sokka, because the two fish are still obviously very alive and doing well, I think this is just Sokka being surprised by the attack of the Fire Nation, maybe their first large volleys of their catapults, and that's just him being, oh my god, oh no. And I don't think this is necessarily during the koi fish monster thing. This might just be at the beginning of the battle or of the siege or whatever. But I really like how the navy is much more grand. It's firing multiple shots at once. It has more catapults, more artillery on each ship than in the original show. Because in the original show, I think there were at least just maybe, if I'm not mistaken, 2 per ship at most, I think. But this really looks more grand, more destructive and everything. Okay, obviously we have here a little sneak peek into what the creature will look like, to what the spirit koi fish avatar thing will look like. There are even speculations that it will be Kuruk that will be maneuvering actually. He will be actually taking over Aang. And then he is the one who is maneuvering the koi fish monster thing. Which I think might actually be the case, since the past avatars will have a more prominent role in this series. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this is very nice. They're more vivid exploration to the past. Bunch of sky bison. These bison are actually, as you might notice, actually tamed already, because there are saddles on them and there are airbenders everywhere. So I think this is the group that's coming to the temple. Maybe this is large group that's coming to the temple to celebrate the festival. Because actually, Sozin's comet occurs, and the attack on Sozin's comet occurs during an air nomad festival celebrating, well, ironically, the comet that leads to their destruction. But yes, this might be showing that, oh, all the air nomads are gathering. Very nice to see Gyatso and the other monks while the temples were still alive and bustling with all manner of people. Very nice to see Gyatso and Aang smiling. I really feel the connection here. Very nice chemistry so far, even in just the facial expression. Okay, I actually quite love the moves Qatar was doing right there. So the effective water bending, I say here is pretty good. That was probably during her fight with Zuko. And then here we have Bumi doing his iconic kick move that he also did in the original show. Very nice. Okay, now that was interesting. It seems that they're changing the fight scene between Zuko and Sokka. It's not just gonna be this comedically short fight. They're actually going to fight for a few of seconds at least, with actual moves. And Sokka actually, I think, will put up a much more fairer fight than the original show. I really want to see that. Really want to see every fight scene, to be honest, to be frank. But yeah, that's a very nice touch. Okay. Okay. Okay, a bunch of waterbenders blocking the fight, the volley there. Very interesting, because this is most likely in the Northern Water Tribe. You see Katara right there alongside other waterbenders. It's very interesting how women are waterbending here. Because in the original show, they never taught women combative waterbending. They just taught them how to heal. So it's very interesting how women in the Northern Tribe are doing this specifically. So I'm not sure what they changed. I hope they didn't make the Northern Tribe not sexist, because that's kind of a very pivotal part in the character development and the world building and the character points that Katara actually showed her willingness to sacrifice her own learning so that Aang can learn. And Aang was also willing to risk um, uh, offending the customs of the Water Tribe to teach Katara. I hope they don't um remove the sexism from the Northern Tribe. Maybe Katara just taught these women. I don't know. But still amazing nonetheless.
Well, I'll leave. The one thing I do know is this is just
Okay, very nice. Now that's some optimism from Aang. Very nice. So mayhaps that's after he talked with Katara, expressing his doubts, confusion, and Katara giving him hope, and then he finally says, maybe I don't know where this is going, but it's worth exploring. So that's very nice. Character building already hinted here in the trailer for Aang.
I know where this will all lead.
Very nice combo between Sokka and Suki right there. Okay. Okay, now we got more airbending from Aang. Aside from evading the attacks and avoiding the attacks, he also deflects the attacks using airbending. So those attacks specifically were the two slices Boomy did in the previous teasers and trailers. So yeah, very nice continuation of that.
This is just the beginning.
That was adorable. Love the music, love the music. Okay, that's literally today. Huh. Okay, that's very nice acting from Cormier here. Very nice. Really got the spirit of Aang. He has the. I'm very optimistic because he has both the very emotional depressed, you're kind of feeling low, serious part of Aang, but he also has the childish, joyous spirit of Aang. He really has nailed it down. Very nice acting from him. So yeah, so that's the last part of this trailer here. So far, nothing has really changed. I like it. I like everything. Yeah. I'm going to do a reaction video later and then a review. So hopefully, but yes. So far, final thoughts on this final trailer. Well, everything's good. The bending seems decent, at least. There were just some, if you listen to my previous videos, concerns about the earth bending specifically, and the teasers that I did not make a video on because I don't have the time anymore. Yeah, the earth bending there was a bit iffy, so yeah. But on a whole, the bending is great. The improvement on the settings, the locations, amazing. I love it. I love it all. The acting, amazing as well, from virtually all the cast, especially by Aang and the gang as a whole. Katara, Sokka, and Aang. Zuko, Iroh, Bumi. So far, so great. So yeah, I'll be seeing your minds later, and hopefully soon, indeed, later in my reaction when the series drops. So always remember, you are welcome here in my mind. See you later and see you soon as well.